Blessed are you when you're persecuted for righteousness, for yours is the kingdom of heaven. Wonderful news for those who are persecuted, following the way of God. For yours is the kingdom of heaven. It's not really a way that you would imagine Jesus ending his series on the blessed life. It's like, Jesus, couldn't you have given us the persecution talk a little bit before? In fact, we just heard Jesus talking about the peacemakers, and now he's talking about persecution. It's almost as if one should expect persecution for being a peacemaker, or should expect persecution for doing the will of God, for living out the righteousness of God. Remember, like we learned before, that righteousness also means justice. And so this persecution that we endure as Christians is more than just the persecution you get, because you were fired from a job and we say, I'm persecuted, or because I'm having some trouble in my relationship, I'm being persecuted. You see how Jesus unpacks that for us and says to you and to me that you should expect persecution. In fact, as a Christian, if you're not being persecuted, then maybe you're not really living out the Jesus life. Maybe you're not really making Jesus famous. Like, if all is well and everything's smooth sailing, perhaps it's time to check yourself and ask if you're really living out the blessed life, because Jesus says, blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake. You can expect it, but yours is the kingdom of heaven. And so while Jesus started this beatitude with persecution, he ends with yours is the kingdom of heaven. You're living out the kingdom life, even when you're persecuted for doing the righteousness of God, the justice of God. So stand firm, hold on, because Jesus also says that in this world we're going to have trials, we're going to be persecuted, there's going to be some challenges, but we can celebrate, we can be of good cheer, we can high-five one another in the name of Christ, because Jesus has conquered and overcome the world. And that's a promise for you and for me. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness, for God's justice. For yours and theirs and mine is the kingdom of heaven.